President Tinubu arrives United Kingdom on state visit. NDDC holds one-day capacity building program to promote community ownership of projects.
All this is happening because nobody is taking responsibility to at least protect those infrastructure.
Benefits and challenges of state lease in focus.
Grievances could develop to a point where if I'm not able to get to the government, I create a situation to attract government's presence.
A very good evening and many thanks for joining us on the news at 7 on NTA Port Harcourt Channel 10. I am Ifoma Umesa. Joining me tonight is Juliet Wanford, the sign language interpreter, and Lillian Wika, the pidgin translator.
My country people are greeting especially for this evening. Welcome for today, Tony.
Welcome. Transmission of the news can also be viewed on our social media platforms currently showing on your screen. Like our page on our platforms to get updates of our news and programs. A better Nigeria begins with caring communities, active citizens, and selfless hearts ready to serve. President Bola Tinubu has President Bola Tinubu has departed Abuja for a state visit to the United Kingdom as guest of Their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla. The Nigerian Flight 001 landed at London Stansted Airport at approximately 20 minutes past 3 p.m. local time this Tuesday. The President and First Lady Oluremi were received by Mr. Mark Belval, Deputy Lieutenant, on behalf of the King, and by Ambassador Mohammed, Acting High Commissioner, Nigerian High Commission. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, also accompanied the President on the trip. The visit is on the invitation of King Charles. The official program of the state visits will begin with King Charles hosting President Tinubu and his wife as Wilson Council from Wednesday. President Tinubu is the first Nigerian leader to be hosted by the British monarch at Wilson Castle, while the visit is the first by a Nigerian leader in 37 years. The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has expressed serious concern over the growing rate of vandalization of its development projects across communities in the Niger Delta region. This one-day capacity building program for stakeholders in Rivers State is held to address the problem by promoting community ownership and responsibility for protecting development projects. Jenny Bassi reports.
The training held in Port Harcourt brought together community representatives and other stakeholders to discuss ways of safeguarding infrastructure provided by the Commission. The Managing Director, NDDC, Dr. Samuel Obuku, represented by the Director of Rivers Operations, Okezie Ule, said the training became necessary following the rising cases of vandalism. According to him, such acts not only undermine development, but also force the agency to spend funds meant for new projects on repairs. He therefore appealed to communities to take ownership of development projects and work together to protect them from criminals.
We've seen with dismay how a lot of our projects, lofty projects, which even the communities strongly solicited for, were left to ruin. All this is happening because nobody is taking responsibility to at least protect those infrastructure or taking ownership. Maybe they still see it as, oh, it's NDDC's project. They should come and protect for them, or if it goes bad, they should bring another. So I think that is the attitude which has necessitated this gathering.
The River State representative on the NDDC board, Chief Tony Okocha, represented, said the installation of solar street lights by the commission was aimed at reducing crime in several communities. He stressed the need for residents to support efforts to safeguard facilities within their areas.
I must sincerely thank the security agencies, even you, the media, because I see most of the time some of your English are not want to keep thanking you and to also encourage you, to reach out more so that some of these little pockets of this thing could be curbed.
The projects that NDDC put on ground to so many communities are vandalized, either by stealing or by willful damage. So this program is to create more awareness, deepen education, and then try to have a mind shift for our communities to begin to appreciate the projects that are put for them.
Stakeholders say the sensitization campaign will continue across the Niger Delta as part of efforts to ensure that development projects in the region are properly maintained and protected. In Port Harcourt, Jenny Bassi, NTA News.
Mixed reactions have shown the planned establishment of state police to complement efforts to address the security challenges facing the country. Emmanuel Lene spoke with some Port Harcourt residents and now reports.
With various security challenges, some of which include armed robbery, kidnapping, oil bunkering activities, and most worrisome in recent time has been the activities of bandits and terrorist activities. Despite efforts by the federal government through the institutions of the Nigerian Police Force and other security agencies, these security challenges have remained unabated. To complement these efforts, stakeholders are calling for the establishment of state police.
Who are those responsible for the security? They are citizens. Have we bothered to find out why they are creating that societal menace? It could be as a result of grievance, neglect, social, economic, political neglect, as it were. So grievances could develop to a point where if I'm not able to get to the government, I create a situation to attract government's presence.
On March 4, 2026, IGP Tunji Disu set up an 8-member committee chaired by Professor Oluogun Shakin to develop a framework for establishing state police. They are to design operational structures, training and recruitment standards to advance the decentralization of policing. The move follows growing consensus that state-level law enforcement is required. However, while many see state police as a panacea to addressing the many security challenges facing the country, there are concerns that political actors may misuse it for political gains.
Somebody who is brought from Borno State to come and become a commissioner of police in Rivers State will not be as effective as somebody who was born and bred here. The person who was born and bred in Port Harcourt in Rivers State knows the nooks and crannies of the state. Now, you bring somebody who is coming from a totally different environment to come and make him to police a complete different environment. These are some of the challenges that has resulted to the grave security situation we have in the country.
Allow, as a federation, each of the component units like the states get their own policing. It will bring security closer to the people and more efficiency. But there will be a caveat, and I'm sure that is what the federal government or those who are there, the political actors, are scared of. The governors usually want to use them in their operations.
If you do that, politicians will even use that state policing to chase their enemies, chase their rivals. Even now that we are using federal police, all of us, the common man don't have to say. All that we face from our so-called leaders is oppression, depression.
As the stage gets set for the establishment of state policing,
Addressing security concerns remain key, hence the need for a process that meets the tailored needs rather than advancing personal or selfish interests. In Port Harcourt, Emmanuel Lene, NTA News.
Now to religious matters, the federal government has declared Thursday, March 19 and Friday, March 20, 2026 as public holidays to mark Eid al-Fitr. In a statement, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Interior, Madeleine Ajani, says the declaration was made on behalf of the federal government by the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. The minister congratulates Muslims on the successful completion of Ramadan and urges them to sustain the virtues of love, generosity, peace, tolerance, and sacrifice. He also calls on Nigerians to use the festive period to pray for peace, unity, and continued progress in the country. Tunji Ojo encourages citizens to celebrate responsibly and extend kindness to the less privileged during the festivities. You are watching NTA Port Harcourt Prime News at 7. Earlier in the news, we informed you that President Tinubu has departed Nigeria for a state visit to the United Kingdom. We also told you that NDDC has held its one-day capacity building program to promote community ownership of projects. There will be more reports after the commercial break. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Spring Park Hotel, a place where comfort meets true class. Enjoy luxury rooms, fine dining, and a peaceful atmosphere designed just for your relaxation. With active security personnel, 24 hours power supply, and free Wi-Fi, your stay is safe, connected, and always convenient. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Spring Park Hotel gives you that perfect blend of warmth and sophistication. Spring Park Hotel is located at Plot 8 Anglican Road, Omalogo, behind Royal House of Grace Church, Choba. For reservation, call 0802-942-3128. Follow us on Facebook at Spring Park Hotel or email springparkhotel2017@gmail.com. Spring Park Hotel, a feeling beyond words.
For staying tuned. Students, teachers, and parents of Virtues International Academy converged on NTA Port Harcourt Field for their annual inter-house sports competition, showcasing talent, teamwork, and vibrant team spirit. Titilayo Job in this report captured these exciting moments.
It was a vibrant display of talent and teamwork, which brought together students, teachers, parents, invited schools, and friends of the school. Students participated actively in various events, including sack race, filling the baskets, high jump, football, and track races, thrilling spectators with their performances. The proprietress of the school, Professor Keziah Achonye encouraged the students to see the competition as an opportunity to build teamwork, discipline, and true sportsmanship rather than just focusing on winning.
The aspect of the psychomotor domain, skill development. And honestly, today I have even discovered about 5 skills that I'm going to follow up. And I promise the child that I will follow it up and make sure that she gets to the world.
Parents also expressed excitement at the event, sharing their joy at watching their children participate, compete, and have fun.
I'm so excited, thrilled. Even me myself as a parent, I participated in Match Pass. It's so enchanting. The children are excited, they are happy to be part of Inter-House Sports, and we parents were also excited too.
At the end of the competition, prizes and medals were presented to winners. And after the final collation, Yellow House emerged the overall winner, celebrating a well-deserved victory. In Port Harcourt, Titilayo Job, NTA News.
Still on Inter-House Sport, the importance of sports in the overall development of children was highlighted at the Inter-House Sports competition of Whitfield Gate Academy as pupils showcase impressive athletic abilities and team spirit. Ms. Oma Okonkwo reports that the colorful sports fiesta held at the NTA Port Harcourt field featured exciting track and field events, encouraging healthy competition and unity among the participating houses.
Excitement and cheers filled the air as pupils of Winfield Gate Academy gathered at the NTA Port Harcourt field for the Inter-House Sports competition. The event brought together pupils, teachers, and parents in a colorful display of athletic talent and teamwork as the young athletes competed in different sporting activities. One of the major highlights of the sports fiesta was the 400 meters race, where pupils displayed endurance and determination as they battled for victory for their respective houses. The proprietors of the school say sports remain an important aspect of education as they help pupils develop discipline, confidence, and team spirit.
It's teamwork, a spirit of sportsmanship, and how to be friendly with others. In fact, this event, from the onstart, when we started practicing, I observed it from the parents that they were so much interested in it.
The obstacle race also created moments of excitement as participants skillfully navigated through the hurdles while spectators cheered them up. Teachers say sporting activities help pupils stay physically active while encouraging healthy competition among them.
I've been rehearsing greatly since the one of the events, ensuring the children did well on this day. Because this is the aspect of recreational activities in school that children help them, it enhance them in both academic and seeing them perform this. You know that these children, the athletes, they know about sports.
At the end of the competition, Blue House emerged overall winner while Green House came second, Red House third, and Yellow House finished fourth. The entire sports competition at Winfield Gate Academy once again highlighted the importance of sports in promoting unity, discipline, and healthy rivalry among pupils.
Up next is sports updates with Olumide Egutola as our guide.
We begin with basketball. Already qualified, the Tigresses of Nigeria will face Germany in their final Group A World Cup qualifying match Tuesday. In an attempt to return to winning ways, the African champions narrowly lost their last match by a point to French ladies and hope for a good result against Germany to consolidate their fourth position on the table. In football, match day 11 actions of the Nigerian Women Football League take center stage Wednesday across the country. While some clubs are playing for survival, the priority for others is the Super 6 qualification. Adamawa Queens are up against Ekiti Queens in Ibadan. Pacesetter Queens will entertain Ibom Angels, while FC Robo will be the guest of Conference Queens in Lokoja among other matches. In the UEFA Champions League, second leg actions of the knockout stage begins Tuesday night with high expectations from fans across the globe. Football fireworks will be on display at the Stamford Bridge as Chelsea will attempt to upturn a 5-2 first leg deficit against PSG. Arsenal welcomes Bayer Leverkusen for a decisive second leg tie with a spot in the quarterfinals on the line. The first leg ended 1 goal apiece. Also facing down the barrel of UEFA Champions League, Manchester City will host 15-time winners Real Madrid days after the Spanish giants recorded a 3-0 battering of the former Premier League champions in the opening leg of the round of 16 tie at the Bernabeu. City must be at their best to avoid a repeat of last season's knockout phase exit in the hands of Los Blancos. With Sports Update, Olumide Eguntola, NT News.
And that sport report concludes the news. Just before we go, a quick reminder that you can watch our news streaming live on our social media handles currently showing on your screen. Like our page on Facebook to get updates of our news and programs. You can also watch all our news at NTA Port Harcourt on StarTimes channel 103. Up next is Pidgin Translation with Lilian Iweka. Thanks for watching. Good night.
My country people, una good evening. How una day today? I don't carry another bongo tori. Come take spray from top table. Come take give una. Make una for the get all the updates we will get for una. Make una sit down. Make una one by four as it take be. My name na Lilian Iweka. The Niger Delta Development Commission wey be NDDC don show concern how e take dey pain dem for body well say this one e don tire dem based on all the whole work wey dem dey do. Say people take dey uproot and how dem take dey scatter things wey dem the project wey dem don put for different communities dem come out wey dey make the place even fine so that some kind things dem no go dey happen again. But as e take be say people still dey go the area dem dey scatter things, dey uproot and dey thief am dey comot. Say this one e no good to hear for ear o. They come dey talk this one say make dem no dey do am again. They come arrange one program so wey dem come carry all the stakeholders dem join. Say make dem come together, sit down for table, see how dem go take address this kind problem and how dem go take solve am so that all this one go stop. The managing director wey be Samuel Ogbuku, wey director of Rivers Operation Okezie Ule represent, say this lifestyle say e dey make the agency dem dey spend plenty money for the new project wey dem suppose use the money do. Say they come carry am take enter for the one dem wey they don thief come dey put am for that side. Say this one say no dey help matter at all. Say abeg make country people stop this one and make the people dem too wey dey for the community make dem take all this project like their own so that all these kind things dem say e go stop. Say e no good at all. Say na beg wey dem dey beg dem. Another matter we we'll get here na don wey concern wey dey talk of the state police matter. Say e don tey wey Nigerians begin dey face different security wahala come out. This one dem na kidnapping wey we dey hear every time, join with bunkering too, join with other ones dem wey we dey still talk about. Even as dem don try to handle this gbege tey to stop the matter, say this one too say e still dey go on and e still dey grow every day. And this kind matter no good for ear and e dey give the economy big wahala wey the country people too say all of us go still follow suffer and come out. Now the main koko wey dem dey talk now be say country people dey come put mouth to talk say abeg say make dem try see how dem go take create state police take come out so that dem all go dey stand by so that anytime wey all this kind wahala come say dem go sharp at ten d to am so that all these kind things dem say e go stop. Say they no want all this rural lifestyle again to continue because e dey jagbaru country and this one no good at all. Say make dem try do that one. Na wey dem dey talk about. Still the one wey dey here na the one wey say federal government don announce say Thursday 19th and Friday 20th March 2026 na public holiday. Permanent Secretary wey be the Ministry of Interior Madeleine Ajani talk say this public holiday na on behalf of the federal government na dem put this one. The minister still congratulate all the Muslims dem as dem don finally finish the Ramadan and still beg them to still maintain love, peace, join with everything wey dem know wey good wey dem suppose to do. Still the minister call Nigerians say make dem use this period wey be the holiday period take pray for this country well say because this we country say we need prayers dem and we know say Baba God there go hear the prayer so that progress go still continue and make things to still grow and make our economy take balance well. My country people, na here we go draw curtain for today tori. As I don take knack am take give una na so e take be, but before I carry my kaya comot make I still dey remind you na to still they follow us for all the social media platforms they show for your screen. Even when you enter NTA Start Time channel 103, still stand the one there to summon all the tori una need today here. Country people, make una stay well. Una good night.